All right, guys, what do you remember? Where did we leave off?
We left off. Oh, I remember. Let's start from where we began last episode. Right?
It's a good one.
All right. So we started last episode in front of Levine's home. There was gunshots down the block. We went and took a peek, and it appeared to be gang-on-gang violence. A cart was ambushed by some folks. We went up. Tate provided first aid and searched all the folks for stuff. Birdie looked into the cart and found opium. So we assumed that was which was recently made illegal.
Yep, for recreation, it's illegal. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So we did that. After that, we moseyed on back to the hotel, and then from there we went to the Walton and Sons Libations bar, looking for Creedmoor.
Yep.
He was not there. Tate found a heavily mustachioed German that he chatted with for a little bit. And then we wound up going back to the general store, kitty corner from Levine's house. And that's when we noticed there were Apple Strike cigarette butts on the corner, which are the telltale brand of Creedmoor.
Creedmoor.
That pretty much summed that up?
Have you anything to add, young man?
I don't think there's anything to add.
There's not. Nothing. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all the big points. All right. So you guys are in front of the general store. You, Tate Clay, had gone in, and the old timer had said that he saw Fred and another guy. After they returned the ladder, they left.
And then we looked down and saw the apple strikes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Tate's gonna, Birdie, you see these? And he'll pick up one of the butts.
Apple Strike?
Flicks it. I think we know whose these are.
We got a pretty good idea, that's for sure.
Couple of them in the same spot.
Absolutely. And if he was here, and then kitty corner, we get something tells me, now I'm just guessing here, shooting from the hip, but I bet you this house burns down, there ain't no cigarette butts here from Apple Strikes. Bet you these came later.
Let me check something quick. And Tate wants to go back into the general store. Excuse me again.
Yeah.
The gentleman walking away with Mr. Levine kind of looked like this. Insert description of Creedmoor. The fellow looking away with Mr. Levine, about 5'9"-ish, brown hair, eyes, and wearing a hat. Kind of one of them fancy bowler hats.
I wouldn't say it was a bowler, but it was larger. Yeah, but the rest checks out. Everybody looks short compared to Fred.
Yeah, I guess you got that part right. But how long ago did they leave?
The old timer reaches into the breast pocket of his vest, pulls out a watch. I'd say maybe an hour or so.
Well, thank you for your time. And he'll set a dime on the table and walk back out.
Thanks.
It's looking like it was Creedmoor. That Fred walked away with at least.
All right.
And he said they went this way. And he points the direction the shopkeep told him last episode.
Southbound. So to the right if you're facing the door to leave.
All right. Well, I know that earlier today I was talking about maybe heading out to a different town, but I see now that was very premature because I think a lot of stuff just happened too quick at once. You know, we got to get to the bottom of who set the fire and messed with the Levines.
Got a feeling we're going to be here a while, Birdie.
Yeah, me too.
Let's start heading south here. Checking windows or down alleyways.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a bar or a restaurant Creedmoor might have brought him into.
It's possible. Do we have any idea how long ago this was when they left?
Well, between us leaving to the gunshots and now.
Yeah, but that was, a couple hours, right? All right, yeah. Yeah, head south. No need to rush because we don't know where they went. Just kind of take it all in.
Good chance to see some more of the town, too.
Can't hurt.
So
All right.
we're going to head out, walking down the road, kind of nonchalantly, I guess, peeking in windows.
Might I make a generous suggestion as a game master?
Sure.
What's your guys' track?
Like 50.
Birdie's is 11, but that's because he's on horseback and
Yeah.
I don't know how much tracking it's not like he was with the Comanches, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You could follow the breadcrumbs of the apple strikes.
Birdie is going to attempt to track.
Hang on. Because we'll probably cut that.
Well, I want, you guys have the idea. So.
Mm-hmm.
As Tate and Birdie are walking down, peeking in shop windows and everything. Birdie, we know Creedmoor's quite the smoker, right?
That's right.
I think it's best we keep an eye out, maybe see a few apple strikes laying around. If there's more than one, they stayed there more than 5 minutes.
That's a good point. It's real good. All right. Birdie's going to keep his eye open for cigarette butts, which I'm sure are plenty, but thankfully apple strikes look somewhat
Who
unique.
smokes apple-flavored cigarettes, let's be honest?
Are they actually apple flavored?
No.
You
Okay.
said that in the first investigation.
Did I? That they were apple flavored? Did I mean it?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. Well, see, actually, yeah, they put a little bit of apple peel in the tobacco.
All right. So it's
Sure,
just
fuck it. Yeah, they put Yeah, actually, they do. They put a little apple peel in the tobacco just to give it, make it more aromatic.
Add the fantasy factor in.
Yeah. Birdie's going to be keeping an extra eye on the ground, looking for lucky apple strike butts.
Yeah, can we roll like a track check for that?
Sure.
I just rolled a 1.
And I rolled a 17 under 50.
A natural one?
001. Yep. I rolled a 1 under 11. So is that technically a critical success?
I think somebody once said that somebody had once said that, like, oh, well, actually a 001 is like a 101 or something like that. We're not playing it that way.
Our 100 is a 10 and a 0.
Right.
And 101 is impossible.
Yeah, it was there was some weird D100 math. I don't remember the exact. I don't care. You got a natural 1. Boom. Period. End of discussion. Okay. And if you got a problem with that, you in the listening audience, go hop in the Discord and tell me about it. Boom. Okay. So you guys leave the store, walk around a little bit. You notice, walking the direction that the guy pointed to the right, southbound, you do see another cigarette butt with the distinctive little red apple on the butt. It's a very slight, like metallic-y.
Got one here.
I see it. Looks like we're on the right track.
What time is it about now? You guys had lunch. It's probably like 1 o'clock.
Last time you told us the time, it was 11:50.
And that was when you guys got to
I believe
the libations bar. Okay. Let's say you were at the libations bar for about an hour. Yep. 12:50. Get here. That's another 10, 15 minutes. So now you're at about 1 o'clock. The sun is westbound. People are walking around, buying stuff, selling things. You hear people shouting from the fronts of stores, trying to get people in. Some stores are clearly doing a little bit better than others. You pass a gun store. You pass a general store, a pharmacy. You pass another bar. This one doesn't look very busy.
What's the name of the not very busy bar?
It's the Clifford's Bar. The windows are pretty dark. You do see some people in there. It looks clean. Yeah, looks pretty clean. There's not that many people in it, though.
Are there apple strikes by the front door?
No.
I think seeing a not very busy bar and knowing it's a place people kind of like to talk, Tate will give a little whistle over to Birdie.
Time for a quick one, huh?
We've been working hard enough.
I ain't gonna disagree with you over there.
And we'll walk into Clifford's bar.
I don't want to ignore the natural one that Birdie got. Birdie has a pretty good sense of the general direction that Creedmoor went. Like a bloodhound with the scent. You know what I mean? He's got a really good sense of where he's going and where you guys need to go.
This is not it.
Very confident. This is not it. Yeah.
Which is okay. But
Let's based on that, let's kind of rewind a little bit. You go like, I got a good feeling about this way.
and we can keep going that way, but we got to check out our surroundings a little bit too, you know?
Yeah, I hear you, but I mean, we're kind of on the scent. You know what I mean? I feel like I can almost sense, like, I know it in my bones. These guys kept going this way.
I've never known you to turn down a quick shot.
Yeah, but
She got a good sense. Let's go.
yeah, there'll be another bar, I'm sure.
You continue on to another street. You take a left. Find another butt. Okay, you're going the right way. Right in front of the door to a cafe. Cafe Canetto. Canetto. Through the windows, you see a rather tall guy, lots of hair, and a familiar face, Creedmoor, sitting at a table. Looks like the two men are sharing a few cups of coffee.
Oh, I reckon he might owe us a favor or two, saving his life and all.
Well, he might see it that way. Then again, newspaper folk might not.
Well,
Only one way to find out.
say we take a seat and not let him out.
All right.
I don't mean like get handsy with them, but like if that booth's up against the window and we sit up against the exit, or one of us, probably you. I know you got the muscles for that.
Yeah, I was thinking more of a straightforward approach. Like maybe we walk up and say hi.
Well, yeah, we do that as we're sitting at the same booth they're in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I think we head in.
So you guys are walking into the Cafe Canetto.
Yes. And you know when you're at a restaurant, are they like at a booth along the wall type of thing?
No, there's tables
Okay.
along the walls and then another row kind of like in the middle.
Okay.
Birdie is going to walk in and sit. He's left-handed, so he's going to walk in and sit on like the left back side of the table. You know, like
And Tate will take the other spot at the table.
There's a couple other people in the cafe. You can hear water being boiled and glasses clinking, stuff being poured. There's a guy reading a book. There's a girl and her kids. The kids are drawing. She's going through the newspaper. And as soon as you walk in, Creedmoor, he's taking notes in a notebook. Takes a sip of his coffee with his other hand, sets it down. It spills just a little bit onto the paper. And then he looks up at the two people that just walked in. You see he recognizes you.
Hey, fellas, how's it going?
Oh, hello. He stands up and goes to shake both your hands.
Nice to see you again.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Clay Johnson.
That's right, Birdie.
You
Yes.
got a good memory.
Yeah, well, Fred was reminding me that about you.
Hey, you mind if we take a seat and join you?
No, not at all. Please.
Birdie's gonna take a seat right next to Creedmoor.
Okay.
Tate will take a seat right next to Fred.
Fred looks a little uncomfortable. He's got his hands interlocked, his fingers interlocked in his lap.
Tate gets comfortable. Chill.
So, what do you know so far?
Well,
Not really anything.
we know enough to assume you probably know more than us.
Fair assumption.
So, right back at you. What are you aware of at the moment?
He adjusts his hat. It's like a tan-colored cowboy hat.
Well,
Nice
gentlemen,
hat, by the way.
Thank you. I wanted to fit in with the crowd.
Gentlemen, if we don't mind, let's hear the rest of him and Mr. Levine's here conversation, and then we let Mr. Levine get on up out of here. I'm sure he's got other things to do today than sit and listen to us chat.
Well, I actually think him and I were just wrapping up, unless he looks down at his notes. Was there anything else? No, that's pretty much everything.
When he looks down at his notes, that would draw Tate's eyes to try to quickly discern anything he could from the notes.
Creedmoor has his hands over the notebook. Like he has his left hand over his right hand with the thumbs, kind of like this. And Clay would recognize that he's subtly trying to cover what's on the paper without saying, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, so yes, Fred, if you're good to go, I think we're good to go, so to speak.
You know, I'd like to add one thing before our friend Mr. Levine here parts. When we got done searching the home, which something tells me he's probably shared the bits of that with you.
Yes.
Well, I'm just going to be frank here, right? I feel like we're all working towards a common interest, or at least a common goal. We just might have differing interests on what we do with that information when we get to our common goal.
I'd say.
Yep. I know you wanna write a story, right? And we just want to keep the place, safer than it is at the moment, right? Maybe do our best to avoid any more homes burning down in the middle of the night. I don't suggest we put all our cards on the table, but I also don't think we have to work in as adversarial of a nature as we seem to be leaning towards right now. Fred, digging around your home, it seemed pretty likely that weren't a natural fire, right? But something set on fire to cover up the tracks of something more nefarious, right?
He nods his head.
Now, Creedmoor, from what I know of your work, you shine in moments like this. You get to the bottom of things and find the patterns that others don't see. I propose a loose alliance.
How's your Latin?
Well, dulcet decorum est pro patria more.
Quid pro quo.
Ah, quid pro quo.
Tate's like, the fuck?
Quid pro quo. Okay. Fred,
Yeah.
safe to say Mr. Creedmoor here already has a pretty thorough rundown of what we discovered today at your home.
He nods.
All right, so there's... Well, can't give you what you already got there, Creedmoor.
I'm willing to open up the relationship, but Fred, I don't suppose we could wrap this up and maybe talk later on. Where are you staying? Over at the Bushlight. Okay. He writes that down.
Bushlight, huh? Cool. Fred, we might need to chat more later, as we get deeper into this to see if there's any more you can help us with. But I agree with Creedmoor here. For now, it's probably best that you get a move on.
He nods again. He throws a dime at the empty coffee cup, nods to you all, and then walks out with his hands deep in his pockets.
About 30 seconds after he walks out, Tate's gonna like look at the floor where Fred was sitting, be like, "Oh, he might want that, gentlemen. I'll be right back." And he'll go to grab something off the floor, and kind of when he turns, hide it like behind his body of sorts, and walk out the door towards Fred.
Roll me a something or other for that.
That could be a sleight of hand or a persuasion or...
Sleight of hand, I think, makes the most sense.
61 over 10.
Okay. He does all that and then runs outside after Fred.
Doesn't run, but like
Right.
walks with a hurry in his step, like he's trying to get to him.
Okay. Well, let's have the conversation with Birdie first.
Beat it.
Fly, 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 fly.
Birdie is going to get up because right now him and Creedmoor are sitting at the same side of the table. So Birdie's just going to get up and sit on the opposite side so they can have a more natural posture in their conversation. Yeah, I hope you don't mind. I just don't want to get a crick in my neck.
Nope. So, did you end up reading the article I wrote with you and your partner?
I did.
What'd you think?
Actually, I didn't, but...
Well, Zworson showed Clay and Birdie the newspaper article. You guys didn't sit and read it, but you saw that you read enough of it to know that it was accurate. Whereas the official report, quote unquote, was a total farce.
I read it. I enjoyed it. It came across as a bit far-fetched.
Well, you ever heard the saying, truth is stranger than fiction?
Indeed, I have.
Any student of history, I think sometimes the least likely thing ends up being the most.
Yeah, it could be. But, all joshing aside, you did a good job on it.
Yeah.
It didn't align with our version, but I guess that's to be expected.
Well, and I owed it to my partner to get that out.
In your shoes, I'd have done the same. I've done the same.
Well, and to be honest with you, I think a lot of people are really sheltered from what's really going on out there.
Well, they absolutely are. And, I'm not here to talk politics or policy with you. But, yeah, they are. And, there are definitely folks, my office included, that, aren't too keen on opening everyone's eyes.
Yes.
Well, they pay my bills, but, doesn't mean I agree with everything they do.
Yes. Well, it is what it is. But I'm glad you came. I assume you got my letter.
We did, yeah.
Very good. Well, where have you started?
Well, we just got here yesterday. All right. First things first, we started at the Walton and Sons Libations. Right.
Wonderful spot.
Couldn't agree more. Fine hamburger. But then from there, spoke with the deputies at the sheriff's office.
Which ones?
We got there's Deputy Piles and Calkins.
Yes, I've dealt with both of them, as well as a few others. There's a good rotation of deputies. I haven't met the sheriff yet.
Yeah, that makes two of us. Yeah. I kind of get the impression that they don't want anything to go further than it already has.
How do you mean?
Well, don't really want to look into things as deeply as they probably could.
I've gotten the same. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but most people don't like the press. They don't like their name in a paper, unless it's positively lighting their name. But they seem a bit more hostile than normal. And I've got plenty of experience with hostile law enforcement.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. And, I got that vibe as well a little bit. Probably toned down towards me comparatively, but
he raises his eyebrow and looks to the side like, yep, I'm sure.
But whenever I smell the edges of the fort rising, right? Makes me wonder what they got behind them walls. So we came out here because we noticed a pattern. Folks going missing. Is that why you're out here?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I told you I'd level with you. I'm going to level with you. The only thing we got right now is that poor man's home being burnt down as a cover-up for his kin being taken.
Have you had a chance to go to Sierraton yet?
No.
I went once. I haven't been here long myself, but they are an odd bunch. Very hostile. I got up. They pointed guns at me. Said to be on my way, and I was.
Oh, you didn't even get in?
No. Their walls are tall. They seem quite thick. They have guard posts all around. Torches at night. Not that I sat and watched them at night, but...
No, of course not.
It, very militant, which aligns with some of the reports I got from locals around the area.
See, now that's where you have an advantage on me, because I don't have nothing on Sierraton yet. Just rumors from farther away than here.
Well, nobody has seemingly any information on them. I looked into the local library, the government building, everything. There's nothing about them. Their history, where they came from, who's there, it's conjecture from, people having a drink.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of having a drink, Birdie's going to take a pencil out of his pocket. They had pencils back then, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. And he's going to grab a napkin and just kind of draw a very rough sketch of...
Here. He goes into his notebook and rips out a page. Gives it to you.
Much better. So, here's kind of what we've been seeing. And Birdie's going to proceed to draw a map of the Compass Watch area.
Yep.
So right now we're here in Short Tree Falls. And, to the east we have Eastonton. So, we got us here on the western edge of the Compass Watch area. And, we got towns and mines and lumber outfits, all over, kind of forming the boundaries of this rough circle. And in the dead center is Sierraton. No railroad goes there. Yeah, I don't know if there's much of a road that goes there. You tell me.
No, not well.
More of a cart path, maybe?
More of a cart path, yes. The people of Sierraton leave periodically for trade, commerce, that sort of thing. Get stuff from the local towns they can't make themselves and bring home some gold, so to speak.
Yep. So we've been noticing that, every few months, somebody goes missing, right? And if you look at it long enough, they've all been gone missing to the outer towns and outfits. No news from Sierraton, but they're at the dead center of everywhere that this has been happening. And, when you got enough hits on a map, you can, devise a pattern of sorts, and everything seems to lean towards Sierraton being the epicenter. But if it's walled off and guarded heavily, like you say, getting in there might be difficult. You found out anybody around here that, you said folks in Sierraton leave occasionally to do trade and commerce.
Yes.
Right? Is there ever any opposite traffic? Folks from Short Tree heading up to Sierraton, or
None that I've seen.
none that you've seen?
None that I've heard of. Nobody knows what's actually going on in there.
Well, going on in there, who knows, right?
Right. The story I've been told is that they're just a religious community that likes their privacy.
that in and of itself ain't unique.
No.
Yeah, those
No.
we got those all over the place.
Yes.
Sprinkled throughout the country.
I have no problem with religious minorities keeping to themselves. They can also not keep to themselves if they wish. I have no problem with them either way. But, yes, they often do that.
Yep. But we got folks going missing. And, well, you can't let something like that go on forever without taking a peek.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'd love to know who the folks were that were messing around at Mr. Levine's home. Love to know who that was. We've heard whispers. We just saw
Well, there was a witness.
there was a witness.
Yes.
Who?
Edgar Schelnek. He's a local drunk. Supposedly, he was near the house, saw people being carried out, thrown into the back of a cart, and well, the house was ablaze.
Huh. Have you spoken with Edgar yet?
No, he disappeared.
Oh, he disappeared.
Yes. He was friends with one of the gentlemen that works at the libations bar, though.
Huh. So we got a local drunk, witnesses a fire, and a bunch of folks being taken out of the home. And now he's nowhere to be found.
And when I questioned the, local law, they had no interest. In fact, they told me, they discouraged me from taking him seriously.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that your friend at the bar at Walton's, was it the host or was it the bartender?
The host.
Oh, yeah, when we got here yesterday, that guy took an immediate dislike and suspicion to Tate and myself. So,
He's got a cat's eye about him, for sure.
yeah, he can smell the law. So, I feel pretty confident in saying he's not going to say a word to me. Definitely not to Tate.
Well, when I spoke to him, he wasn't sure where he went. And he was a little close-mouthed, we'll say. To be honest with you, maybe if you pressured him, flashed a badge, he might.
You honestly think that hold water here?
He makes a face, scrunches his lips a little bit. Probably.
I'll consider it. Right. I'll definitely consider it, but I got to think about it first.
My next order of business was to, well, ask other people what they knew about Edgar.
Yeah, that seems like a good one. So, in a town like this, one day in, and already we've seen, well, evidence of rival gang activity.
Oh, yes.
All right, so,
There's the Winsies and the Claw Drags.
yep. And what about the Mitts?
Well, the Mitts is the fella who runs the Winsies.
Oh, okay. So Winsies and the Claw Drags. I couldn't help but get a vibe from our host friend that maybe, just maybe, he probably has a friend or two in the Winsies. I don't know that for certain. It's more of just a gut sense.
It's hard to say,
Yeah.
but meanwhile,
Tate Clay kind of walks quickly to catch up to Frank on his way back to wherever he's going. Frank, I meant to tell you this.
oh, yeah?
And as he gets up to him, I know Creedmoor is pretty good at talking. Has a way of kind of sweetening words a bit. See, the difference between my partner and I and him are we're legit federal investigators. Creedmoor writes damn near tabloids.
Okay.
So you don't gotta tell him too much, because all he's gonna do is take what you tell him and spin it in his own story to an extent.
He looks down at the pavement, nods his head. I just told him what I knew, that's all.
I want you to know that my partner Birdie and I are the ones that are actually paid to get down to the middle of this, not just write some story about something happening.
Okay.
And that we are here to figure this one out.
I want my family back if I can.
Judging by the fact that they weren't in the house, we're your closest bet to getting them back.
Thank you.
I want you to know that. And anything you find out or strange happening, come to us.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'll be at the bush light, so.
And I'm sure Birdie and I will come and find you at some point. But we're the best chance of getting back that there is. Especially in these parts where, I'll be honest, and he kind of leans in a little bit. This local police force don't seem like it gives a shit.
Calkins seems like he does. Piles doesn't. But I don't know.
Calkins is the new one, right?
Yeah.
The freshie.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, someone that fresh in the force can't do a whole lot on his own.
I know.
It's nice seeing you. I'm sure we'll see you again.
He nods,
And Tate
waves a
heads-
little bit, and then starts walking away.
Tate heads back.
Roll a spot hidden. Just tell me what it is.
68.
Okay.
over like 64. Actually, hang on.
Fred turns around and start walking away. Clay does the same.
I want to use a luck point to drop that to 67. Do I need to meet it to pass?
All I said was just tell me what you rolled.
Okay.
Now let me finish describing this. Fred starts to walk away, turns, goes down the street. Clay maybe watches him for a second, then turns to do the same. As he's turning, he notices the glow of a cigarette. And he stops, looks. Underneath the dark shade of a overhang and under an even darker hat, a face is obscured by shadow. The sun is setting behind him, but you can see just the glow, the cherry of a cigarette. He flicks it down at the ground, stomps it out, turns and walks down the alleyway that's just to his side.
Is this the same guy he's seen before?
Hard to tell.
Clothing-wise?
Similar, for sure.
'Cause he saw him just earlier today. Tate wants to peer down the aisle, the
alley.
alleyway that he is walking down.
He sees him walking.
And then he's going to check out the cigarette butt. What's this guy smoke?
There's no brand. Nothing distinguishing. Looks like something he probably rolls himself.
Filterless, I would assume.
Yep. It's more of a roach than a cigarette, but
Can I still see him down the alleyway?
yeah, he's just walking. The sun is kind of blinding a little bit that direction. He's walking west. And the sun is like beating down straight down that alleyway. And then he turns abruptly.
I think Tate would walk to kind of where the turn is and try to peek stealthily up and around the corner.
So you walk to where you saw him turn?
Yes.
You don't see anything. It's another thin alleyway like between businesses and then people walking.
He would head back to... Actually, he stops and he's going to look at the ground. Are there any... What did we call them? Like decay marks with footprints around them. Similar to the last investigation.
There's just pavement, stones, gravel. There's nothing alive to leave that mark, so to speak. Clay doesn't see anything like that.
Okay. Then he'll head back to Birdie.
Okay, grab him.
Birdie! You hath been called.
I shall answer the call.
Tate makes his way back in the cafe.
Birdie and Creedmoor are chatting.
And he'll probably take a seat next to Creedmoor.
We were just discussing there was one witness to the house fire.
A witness?
Yep. Edgar Schelnek, local drunk. Supposedly saw some folks being carried out of the home while it was on fire. But he has since gone missing. Our friend, the host at the Walton and Sons Libations, one that was kind of giving us the eye when we walked in. Creedmoor here knows him. And,
Well, I wouldn't say knows him.
Who don't you know, Creedmoor?
he's had a conversation or two with the guy, and he knew this dude, and now Mr. Edgar is nowhere to be found.
Reginald, that's his name.
Reginald. Reginald's the host.
Creedmoor flips through his notebook a little bit. Yes, Reginald. Reginald Venesk. Or some Slavic thing like that.
We know where this local drunk resided?
I don't know if he resided anywhere, really. Maybe.
Might have just been whatever alley he stumbled into at night.
Most likely.
One of those without a home.
Yes.
The
Unhoused, a hobo. Odd jobs here and there to pay for a fresh bottle and a meal.
So, if you don't mind me asking, where are you staying at here?
Well, coincidentally, I'm also at the Bushlight.
Oh, okay. So, Tate and I here are staying at the Red Tent Inn.
Yes. It seems like a nice place.
It is a nice place.
I didn't want to spend quite that much.
Got it. All right.
Deputy
Piles and
Piles
Calkins.
and Calkins.
So there are a couple paths forward, right? You got folks you can talk to. Tate and I can poke around a bit, see if we can't catch wind of where this Edgar fella went. Hopefully he's not pushing daisies.
Well, as I said, quid pro quo. I'll do what I can, you do what you, and perhaps we meet somewhere. Let's say tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning works.
Better yet, because I want time to really look into things. Tomorrow afternoon, let's meet at the Libations Bar. Why not?
All right. How about let's see. How about we do lunch there, huh? Or do you need that time to collect yourself?
Yes.
Lunch or no?
Fine, we'll do lunch. No, dinner.
All right. Tomorrow evening, dinner at the Walton and Sons Libations.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Now, say we show up for dinner and you're nowhere to be found. It's not the safest line of work we're in.
Well, you know where I'm staying. I haven't told anybody else that.
Okay.
And I may or may not have my name in the books of other hotels. And I may or may not have put a fake name in those books.
Perfect. Just trying to keep all our leads open, you know?
If we gotta ask for you, should we ask for Creedmoor?
No. Karis.
Karis.
Dominic Karis.
Okay, you're going to dig around a bit. We're going to dig around a bit. Then meet up tomorrow to discuss.
Very good. And scene?
Let's leave the bar first, at least.
The Cafito.
Yeah.
Canito.
All right, Creedmoor. Well, here's hoping this is the beginning of a fruitful partnership.
I'm glad to see you didn't get yourself in the middle of too crazy yet again.
Well, not yet.
The
You
week is young.
Sure look a lot better than last time we saw you.
Well, and
A little filled out, too.
he looks around the cafe, and then he hears you say filled out, and then he looks down at his stomach, and he looks up at you with a look of consternation.
Tate's kind of smile laughing to himself.
And I was going to say, I've had some time to practice. And he lifts up his shirt just a little bit, and you see the handle of a revolver.
Oh,
All right, looks like you wisened up a bit.
might hit something this time.
With any luck. Well, anyway, good luck to you, and I'll be seeing you for dinner.
All right. Till then.
And see.
Hey, this is Charlie DuBois. I'm voice of Hubert Birdie Johnson. All right, and I want to do a special shout out and thank you to our Patreon subscribers. We have Brachitos, D-Dog, Carter Garcia, Paul Davis, Steak, and Totoro's Bang Bus. Thank you guys. We very much appreciate the love and support and the Patreon subscriptions, and there will be a ton of new and interesting content for you guys to peruse at your convenience. Thanks again. You are much appreciated.
Thank you, DuBois, for that. And a few more things. Thank you to everybody. I mean, truly, everybody who listens and recommends the show to a friend or family or coworkers, whatever, your gaming group. You're out with your gaming group. You're like, hey, check out Suffer Not. And hopefully, people don't look at you funny and then, it like ruins your reputation and people never take your recommendations ever again. Hopefully it's the opposite. Hopefully you recommend Suffer Not and then people say, wow, that was pretty good. What else do you got? And you say, there's nothing else. It's all just Suffer Not. No, I kid. I mean, there's excellent, great, amazing shows out there. But yeah, thank you to everybody, truly. And a couple things too. Welcome. There's some new folks hopped in the Discord. Welcome to you folks. You know who you are. And with the Patreon stuff in mind, we do have a event coming up for the folks in the $10 tier. That's going to be happening on the 23rd in the Locked Room. So if you want to participate in that, be a part of that in whatever way, head on over to Patreon and check it out. We also on Patreon have the bloopers reel. We have the Old Parasol Offline podcast. And coming up pretty soon here is going to be the Universal Origin stuff, which is a Sedesky Tate Clay project. The beautiful voice of Tate Clay, Chuck Sedesky, will be, that's his show. That's his baby. He loves D&D, and yeah, I'm pretty excited for that to get rolling, What else do I got? I don't know if I have anything else to chat about. Maybe like the state, the economic and socio-geopolitical state of the world. No, I mean, I could chat about that, but yeah, I don't think that's what you guys are here for. So I'll leave it. Oh my goodness, the merch store. Hey, did you guys know we have a merch store? I'm sure you guys all know. I mean, I mention it. It's down in the description down there below. You can get a t-shirt. You can get a long sleeve shirt with some shit on the sleeves. You can get a sweater with also shit on the sleeves, or you can get a coffee mug, which, it doesn't have to be a coffee mug. It's you can put anything you want in there. And actually the really big one, you can fit like a fucking can of soup in that thing, like honest to God. So, not all cans of soup. Okay. There are cans of soup that will fit in that thing. Why? Because I'm going to say that. I'm going to say, oh, you can fit a can of soup. Some fucking jackass is going to buy that thing, and then he's going to go to the grocery store. He's going to get the biggest fucking like food shelf gallon of soup and then be like, oh, it doesn't fit. No, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. But point is, if you want your giant coffee cup with the Old Parasol logo on it, it's there. There's also stickers, if you want to get those and then like slide those into people's, like lockers or something. I don't know what you people do with stickers. I put them all over my laptop in like bathrooms at the local coffee shop. I mean, I've never done that before. Okay. But you know what I'm saying? Grab some stickers, grab some shirts, grab some coffee mugs, grab a sweater. I mean, shoot, I don't know. And if you guys, I've said this before, I'll say it again. If you guys want something on there, you're like, I think it'd be really cool to have that art or that thumbnail or something on a, I don't know, what do you guys buy? Labubu's? Well, I'm going to be honest. I shouldn't even say that because they're going to be irrelevant. Maybe we'll do pop, what do you call them? Pop figures? The, Funko Pops. Yeah, we'll get a Tate Clay and Birdie Johnson Funko Pops. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's crazy how much people spend on some of that stuff, in my opinion. And I'm somebody who spends money on dumb shit like, I don't know, a little plushie of Jean-Luc Picard. But the little plushie of Jean-Luc Picard cost $12. Okay. I'm not spending fucking $4,000 on some random piece of plastic. You know what I mean? I don't get it. And a lot of those people, what are they buying it for? They're buying it for the resale value down the line, you know? And it's like it's just speculation. It's like meme coins. It's all just like it's value for the sake of value. So some guy up top can make money off of it. Oh, I said I wasn't going to talk about the socioeconomic, geopolitical bullshit of the world. There, I'm doing it. Anyway, I'm so sorry, people. You don't care about any of this. I care a little bit about my Jean-Luc Picard plushie that I bought for $12 some time ago. And Chamberlain really likes the thing. He loves, I have a few plushies. You know, I have a Bloodborne plushie. I have some plushies from Hell of a Boss and some other ones. And he just loves them. He just drags them around the apartment. It's really funny. Anyway, I'll leave you guys with all of that. We got Patreon, we got Discord, we got merch, we got a merch store. We still got that opening if somebody wants to, you know, do a little social media stuff for us. Because if you couldn't tell, out of the three of us, 0 of us are big. I mean, am I a browser? Do I scroll? Sure. Am I posting? Am I taking like, you know, pictures on the beach and saying, "Whoa, look at me"? No, I'm not doing that. You know, fortunately for everybody, I'm not doing that. So anyway, if you think you might have an interest in that, shoot me a DM or an email or something. What else? Send your hate mail straight to me in Discord or on my email. Just tell me how much you hate the show, how much you like the show, if you got critiques, comments. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Chamberlain says hi. He's running around over there. You can't see him, obviously. Fortunately, I don't think you can hear him either because it's, well, anyway, I've said goodbye a number of times. I'm going to say for the final time, you guys have a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday or whatever day it is. And I'll catch you on the flip.